What's up, everybody? I'm back. I had a nice little break. Um, I had to go away for business to Miami, and I was like, "Yeah, there's no way I'm trading. Didn't have time anyways." So, it's good to be back. Good to get a little break though. Um, but yeah, now we're here. So, what are we looking at? That's kind of where I'm at with it. What is it that we're looking at? Here's as though we are bullish, right? So from Wednesday last week. So Monday went down last week. Tuesday went down again, and then Wednesday we just exploded on up. Um, I mean, right now we look very bullish. Um, I'd be interested to see how this candle closes, or what we even do, because this looks a little interesting. The 8 a.m. candle. If I had to say though, we are bullish. If I look on the 15 minute, we are bullish. Um, Only thing left to really kind of do is look at the 5 minute. Um, but I am pretty sure that is going to be bullish as well, and it is. So here we go into 9:30. Let's see. Oh, what do we get? So to me, this just looks like a like liquidity. In all honesty, it just looks like a buildup of liquidity, and this looks like us going lower potentially. Next area of liquidity or first target on a higher time frame is these equal lows in here. Right? I'd like to target this probably for today. Just look at how this is on the. I mean, look at this, right? Whoops, wrong one. It's whether or not I can get an entry. Right, that's the other thing too. I'm actually not 100% sure if I'll trade today, but we'll see. Kind of taking it one day at a time. I mean, that 2 standard deviations comes pretty close into these, so that might be something to look out for in the future. Also, since it is now October, I'll be trading those order blocks. Order block criteria is if there's no inverse, you take the order block. If there's no inverse in the leg, a specific leg, so for example, say we went up like this, but there was no FEG. FEG is for us to inverse. Then I would take the trade off the close of that, or the rebalance of that. Rebalance of the order block. It's not a very good example, but I think you understand what I mean. Yeah. So FEG there, so it's not the best example. But yeah, I think we're bearish. As you all can see, it's pretty evident and apparent that we are. Is this something I should have taken? I don't trade until after the first 5 minutes of the so 9:35 is probably where I'd like to look to start, but no, it looks like it could have been it off open. Um, you know, this is what it is right now. It looks like we're just tanking down to it though. That's what it looks like right now. Damn. I mean, this is pretty clear to me that this is the manipulation leg. So I think it's pretty clear where we're going. Reacting to the FEG, and then we'll probably continue on lower. Just zoom out for a second, make sure everything looks proper. Yeah, I still think we're very much bearish. Very much bearish. I think it's a pretty simple target as well, to be honest. Yeah, into the FEG, you roll over. As I explained, it would be nice, to be able to get into something from this area down to those equal lows. That would be great. Um, if that can be done. If not, the next order block that's made, or propulsion block, I should say, that's made, that would also be quite nice to get in there. Yeah, this moves on from here, creating a new order block, or propulsion block, I should say, like this. So from here now, price will roll over. I'll see if I can get in on the retest of that. If not, then not, but we'll see. So if you look at this on the 5 minute, all we're doing now is putting in essentially this new high candle, but we'll continue lower. Right? We'll see also. I mean, I gotta keep my options open here, right? You can see this FEG is holding. This is not an FEG I would want to take off of. Why not? Well, we have one tap, two taps. This would now be our third tap. So not something I'd want to take off of. But we do have this inverse here, which if it stays open, I would like to take off of that. short. If not, then my trade idea is kind of gone, to be honest. But I think we still go lower. We'll see where this specific candle closes. And that would be reacting to the order block here. All right, just like that is how I would expect price to move. You know what? Let me pull up the side by side, the 5 minute. This is the 15 minute. Yeah, this is what I want to see. And I do want us to close below, but I don't want us to close below here. I'm being honest. Jesus Christ, man. Don't, don't, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Dude, fuck. I hate when it does that, man. Now this invalidates my trade. Oh, man, I hate when it does that, but you know what? It is what it is. The bias and reading of price is the most important thing. And I read price perfectly, so can't be mad at it. Read price perfectly, so yeah, I just want to take a trade, man. Honestly, just want to take a trade. But yeah, 5 minute candle's a bit gnarly though. That 5 minute candle is a bit gnarly. There are no buy options here. Buy options. Sounds like I'm trading options. There's nothing here that points to me getting in long unless this is broken or taken out. And by taken out, I mean closed above. We're really and truly bearish until lower. Do we close below here or sweep it? No, not equal lows. Oh, well, no, this would be the propulsion block. I don't know why I'm not trading this one, but I don't feel the most confident in it. But if we were to close below, that would be the propulsion block that we would take short. So yeah, something like that. Yeah, so entry now. Break even would be here. Target those lows. You know, I feel as though I'm almost like confined to trade a specific type of way, as in I see where the market is going, but I can't take a trade because it goes against my rules. And I feel like it's a little limiting. It's like I think they're core rules that need to be followed, obviously, but I also think like there's some things that probably don't need to be followed as closely. And I think that comes from an understanding of where the market itself and where it is the market goes. Like this one, right? Like break even. You know what I mean? Like I saw that so easily, but I just didn't take it because it didn't really follow my exact rule set. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like it's limiting on boom, there you go. I kind of feel like it's limiting a little bit in terms of the way in which I trade. I mean, it was very clear what was going to happen there. Maybe that's something I need to look at into the future a little bit. Um, yeah, maybe it is something to look at because I mean everything there was so clear for me to get in. It was just like didn't do it. Now I'm at a point where I'm like, ooh, does this make sense? Does this not make sense? So it's like, but yeah, this propulsion block was very much there. So I'm sure some people would take this long, probably up to this, right? But that doesn't, yes, it makes sense to an extent. It does make sense. And we're also technically in the 50% of this area, right? We've come into that. So, I mean, we can go long from here. But something about it says that we need to go lower. And it's still technically an FEG, but it's just very tiny. Damn, three candles. Three candles. Wait, what the hell? Sorry about that. NH. Yeah, it looked to me like we tapped liquidity to go higher. The hour. But I am indeed watching this FEG here, no. Very much watching this. Well, no. H1 FEG. We reacted to it. Actually, no. I think we're bullish now. I think well, I'll just call it a miss, but Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for longs here now. Well, here's the thing: we didn't take any buy side. Right? If you push lower, we didn't take any buy side, so I wouldn't be looking short here. Be looking long. Yeah. So buy like this. Target this. Target one. Target two. That's how that would be played. Well, if even if not, right? Now we can look for this as a propulsion block. If we close above like that, we didn't close. We're not closing above, so yeah, we didn't close above it. So I wouldn't use that as a propulsion block anymore. Needed to close above. Ooh, fuck, man. Short. Short that. I'd go break even here, just because of how far this candle traveled within my range. So yeah, I would do no break even there. I think this 10 o'clock candle is going to be quite the interesting one, and I personally think it's going to be bearish. But we'll see here now. I think it's best just to wait till 10 o'clock and move accordingly from there. Um, I'm gonna say this one here is a miss trade though. I'm gonna say that. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say that one's a miss trade. Yeah, absolutely nothing going on right this second. But I do, looking back or looking at price now, right? I do think we're bullish, and I'm going to explain why I think we're bullish. On the hour chart, well, actually, let me not say we're bullish. We are in an area of indecision, but I'm leaning bullish. So what happened? We came up, we came into all-time highs, we took those, we pushed lower. We pushed lower, but where do we push lower into? Into an H1 FEG, and we're getting a reaction off of that H1 FEG, right? Which is right here. Put H1 in here so everybody kind of knows, right? Which is where my target was. H1, H1 FVG, right? And let's put that on the right, inside the right. That is literally where we are, right? And price clearly reacted to that. I was pulling back. Now, if it is that this does what I think it will do, price will kind of stay in this area till 10 o'clock. In 10 o'clock, we'll push lower back into this FEG, get a reaction, and then hopefully from there we can look to go higher as we continue to build our internal liquidity, right? Which really and truly starts from here, but you can see this is internal liquidity like so, right? A lot of LR, LR, low resistance liquidity. That's what I'm looking for. Um, and that's what I'm looking to trade. Will it happen? No clue. Gotta wait till 10 o'clock. But I'm not trading until 10 o'clock, so the next candle or so. I won't trade this if we close above. That doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to be patient and wait for price to do what it needs to do. I'm going to erase. I don't really want to erase it. I'm going to erase these and I'm going to put this down as a mistrade. In here, I'm just gonna put that dot so I know that's where my mistrade was, which is important, which is very important actually. So yeah, from here I'm looking. I don't want to say I'm looking bullish, but it makes sense to be looking bullish. But what I need for 10 o'clock to do is come lower first, create that open low, then I can look for the high close later on. But I want that low to get put in. So that open low, high close. Technically, it did that. Just giving me an entry. Or any kind of entry. Damn. Okay. Okay, okay, I see. Okay, okay, I see, I see. Dude, what are you doing? Oh boy. Well, looks as though I was incorrect on where the price is going, because clearly the price wants to go lower. But to be honest, it didn't even present me with anything to go higher. So there's that. Well, the low was put in. Great. Love it. No issues there. It's just there's nowhere for me to enter. Nowhere for me to enter. So like this would be a perfect example of if I were to take if we were to close below, I would take short. Um, it's kind of one of those things, but I would like for price to come lower, give me an inverse so I can go higher. That would be amazing. Um, and honestly, target would be this high right here. But yeah, price is just doing what price wants to do, which is typical. Although I wasn't sure if I was trading today. I wasn't 100% sure if I was trading today. Oh, that's close now. Look at the 15-minute, but right now this is looking more like bearish PA. Yeah. tapped into the FEG. So we're kind of stuck between two places now, which is the Barrett FEG and the H1, the 15-minute FEG and the H1 FEG. But I think the 15-minute is going to prevail because it's order flow, right? You got the change state delivery here, came up, tried to push, failed to. So I do think we kind of rolling over here. But again, there's nowhere to trade. It's infuriating. Again, just nowhere to trade. This might be promising here. But again, we just took sell side. Jesus, my back is killing me. It looks like we're delivering off that H1, but it also looks like we're delivering off the M15. So it's a tricky situation indeed. I'm more inclined to think we're bullish than bearish because H1 trend is dictating that. But my job as an operator is just to what's the word? To operate the system, not to. Absolutely nothing. Man, it's a slow grind, man. Very slow grind. Wait, what the hell? Why did I just get logged out of my trade? Yo. Okay, guess we're back. But that was weird. Hmm. Man, this is an extremely. I would have preferred for us to deliver off that H1 a lot better than we did. And it's kind of pointing at we don't want to go higher. That's what it's looking like to me right now. Hmm. That looks interesting. No. Ah, you ruined it, man. If that just stayed up there, right? Oh my God. Ruined it. Let me just check on the 2 minute real quick. So yeah, if you got on the 2 minute, you'd still be in. But this now looks like we might be ready to roll over. I don't have anywhere to roll over from. It's always the pain in the butt. It's just nothing to trade off of. Nothing to trade off of. Nothing to trade off. In theory, I mean, this should be a short, but I don't like it. Just don't like it. You want something a little bit cleaner than that? The hell went on here? just want, I just want something cleaner than that to get in. That's about it. But I'm not saying it's not a bad trade. I'm just saying just need something cleaner. This would be the first area of um, resistance. Right? Hope it can come up. Read something for me to be able to go long or short, man. Because it looks as though we are rejecting that 15 minute pretty aggressively right now. That's what it looks like to me. But I still need something to tell me that we're going short for sure. It's giving me absolutely nothing to work with. Oh, that's a big SMT there. All right, so this is gonna put in the high for this candle. I hope. Hope we go a little bit higher into that FEG. Create the high, and then we can roll over. Well, I guess not. See, if I were to enter this, it just doesn't make much sense off the order block. Whoops, 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 whoops. Go back. Off the order block, cover the close of that candle. Let's if we close below, which doesn't appear we are, and then I'd be targeting this. That makes absolutely no sense. Or we can target the low from the two standard deviations. That makes a little bit more sense. But we're already very low in the leg as well as we already stopped liquidity. So it's a bit weird. Today has been a pretty trash day, to be honest, except for really and truly that first trade that we, oh my back, that I just missed. Ow. Um, so yeah, aside from that, it's been a pretty trash day. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm more than likely gonna call it. Right, so entry there. This would have been a loss. But I wouldn't take that because it doesn't make any sense to take it. Again, reacting to that H1. Dude, there's absolutely nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here. Oh my God. The only thing here that makes sense, and I actually think we tapped it already, oh no we didn't, would be this order block here. But from this we can go much higher, I think. But it doesn't make it's a bit too risky to take it in my opinion right now. But basically we're fighting between an H1 FEG and an M15 FEG. I'm no betting man, but I would more than likely take the H1 over the M15. But yeah. but order flows. I guess order flows always right. This is a very peculiar place. Very peculiar place. But I'm done trading for the day. I'm gonna sign out. Really and truly, this was the only viable option today. For shorts, and it was a good trade too. Pretty simple trade as well. So yeah, very simple trade today. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. On to tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Should be a better day, anyways. Oh, excuse me. John FEG. Trade past 11. Yeah, very kind of choppy day. Not kind of. It was a very choppy day. I'm actually staying on because I'm looking at this development, right? What do we have? What would have been a super liquidity? We had push up, right? Some people are looking at this like, ooh, all right, cool, change state of delivery. We can enter, go higher. Valid. But now what I'm looking at is price came down again, pushed through that low, ended up sweeping it. So what would be really fun to see, fun and interesting, and a quick break even is something like that. And that's a very quick break even, and a very reasonable target. Well, I take that right back. Take it right on back. Mm, well, maybe not, because that close is a bit crazy. That close is extremely crazy and extremely in my favor. So I'm gonna wait this one out, man. Whoops, not what I want to do. I think I'm gonna wait this one out a bit here, cause my brain is telling me, yo, we close above that. We're bullish because our break even's so quick. So I'm here patiently waiting it, but it makes sense. I'll tell you that much. And boy, does it make a lot of sense. All depends on the close. That looks like a pretty good close right there, right now. Oh no, we did not close above. Thank God. I almost got cooked there. Almost got cooked there. Oh, almost just got cooked. Almost, but didn't. Almost, but didn't. That's why you wait for price to close. Mm. Yeah, we'd be back up into these levels. Okay, well, I'm done. So, signing out. Hope everyone has a good day. That was a really, really close one. Really, really close one. So, yeah,